That woman didn't seem to know that Nazamiel's mother was a Danon, even at that age. Nazamiel was kept out of sight for all but a handful of the Hildress family's staff.
She really wasn't exaggerating about her upbringing. My heart hurts just thinking about it. If she were here right now...
Oh, I almost had it.
Scoop her up and give her a big hug.
The next time
Woo!
we see
That
her,
might be the longest
we
one
need
I've
to
had
let her
yet.
know how much she means to
I'm
us.
sorry, I got a little bit excited there. It's hard to do. Not easy to moonwalk. Come on. Oh. Yeah, with the color scheme, it is definitely a similar thing. Eh? Wait, there's a Rinwell thing here? I may as well accept it while I'm here. I don't know how to get back to Niez. And there's enough things here that keep on debating my attention that, like, I haven't felt overly motivated to search out Niez specifically.
Refugees from Lenegis all by yourself. It's incredible.
Right? It sounds like you've got a lot to deal with, but I never hear you complaining. Way to go, man.
Each thoroughfare is a river. The aimless wanderers, it's flotsam. The rapids become deafening in their ceaseless roar.
What are you talking about? Is there a dangerous river in Parisian or something?
No, that was Dohalim's somewhat idiosyncratic way of complaining.
Huh? Which part?
The deafening rapids represent the troubled voices of the people here. He has to listen to their woes every single day, so I suppose he must get tired after a while.
Okay. Though, to be honest, even with it explained, I'm still not sure I really get it. My hand extended to carry any burden, receiving but pebbles.
He wants to help them solve their problems, so he listens to their concerns, but they only ever bring him small, trivial matters.
How did you get all of that?
Suspended outside your window, sunlight caught on sodden shadows. 'Tis no cause for shame.
Wow, it sounds so mysterious. What's this one about, Kisara?
In this case, the sodden shadows would be laundry. One of the Renans must have complained about wet clothing that some Danon hung out to dry. He's expressing the frustration he feels at having to listen to such petty grievances all the time.
Yes, your inferences are correct. As a man in my position, I find it difficult to speak my mind. Looking back, my achievements in Menancia truly would have been impossible were it not for your assistance. I find I am quite inadequate on my own.
Dohalim, you're a hard worker. You should be proud of that. I'd be glad to lend an ear to your complaints anytime.
Great courage is needed to travel the long road ahead. You, as ever, are my courage.
Dohalim? Yes, let's continue to travel it together.
I don't think I need that one explained to me.
I still don't get it.
Poor Law. And yeah, I would agree there. I genuinely think that Malice is probably one of my favorite characters in a story in general.
Well,
He's really good. It's a legendary foe. Give me a break. It's not like Danons can use magic. Or that lady who's friends with the blazing sword could. Forget about it. It's impossible. We're trying to act like a Renan.
Hey!
Oh, easy there. No need to fight. Blazing sword and his lady friend. Hey, listen to this. I want to use astral arts just like you do. She keeps saying I can't. Crazy talk. Danon pretending to be Renan. Shouldn't talk like that. Just looks up to Rinwell. Needs to shame her. Yeah, I know that feel there. Like, I can't even imagine it anymore. Not possible for Danons to use astral arts. I mean, even Renans. Hey, wait. She ran off. Yeah, it came out in 2017. Like the end of 2017, but I thought I could get along well with her. We're having a normal conversation and everything. Said that Danons might be able to use magic in the future and asked her to show me a trick. She suddenly got all angry and well, you saw. See, seems like even if there is a path to reconciliation between Danons and Renans, the long one. Yeah, December there. Can I still be friends with that girl? Is it impossible because I'm a Danon? It was really impressive that they got Xenoblade Chronicles 2 out in the launch year of the Switch, honestly. I'm sure there's a way. You never know. It's possible she was angry about something else and doesn't care about who's Renan and who's Danon. Hey, do you have some kind of magic for that? Make her my friend? I don't know. Let's look at this forbidden tome on my head, on my
Sorry.
side. I couldn't tell if I wanted to say hip or side, and I made a weird amalgamation of the both. Sorry, magic doesn't work like that. That's what I thought. It really is impossible for Dan and friends to be friends. That's not true. Look, I'll find some way for you two to be friends. You mean it? You promise? Thank you. What am I gonna do now, Alfred? Got a little carried away there. Two of us will just have to find a way to make them friends. Glad you're on board. Gotta be something we can do. Our first move is finding the girl who stormed off. Start quest friends someday. I don't care about the display priority, honestly. Alright, should I try to find Niez now?
Seemed like she was hiding something.
Everyone has their
Search
secrets.
for the angered Renin
Even
girl,
children.
unless that's right around here.
Let's
Then maybe
focus
I'll
on
do it.
finding her.
Especially because it'll boost Rinwell's boost.
We should try asking kids around town if they know anything.
It'll boost the boost. Yeah, maybe I'll just hang out around Pelagian for a little while before I end up finding where the heck Niez is. You're not knowing a single thing about the game, not even knowing it existed beforehand. Xenoblade 1 you knew but played years beforehand. Did you play it like on the Wii then? Way back when it originally came out? No, I still don't know anyone like that. Don't know anyone like that. Really? Same part of town. You've played with her at some point. I never played with her. My mother told me not to. Like that poor girl's been treated like dirt by the Renins. Wait. Are you saying in the game in general or in some of the, oh, like on the cover art is what you mean, like first picking it up and stuff. Yeah, they kind of went a little bit crazy on the character designs in some case. I don't know how you're as agile as Pyra and Mytha are with, you know, how much weight I'd imagine and awkwardness there would be with that. Like, they're out here doing crazy flips and stuff. I'm just like, I guess it's still possible, but wouldn't there be a lot of increased difficulty? I don't know. I don't know how it works. You know, that girl with the super weak astral energy, right? Sure, I know her. No one takes her serious. Friends only respect Renins with strong astral energy. Oh, so her astral energy is weak. 17. Oh, time flies. I think I can see why she got so angry. See when you played it? So I would have been 19 then. There's that one that I still don't have yet. What's up? Talk about the, whoa, the music cut out. Talk about the girl who makes those cool necklaces, right?
Huh?
Necklaces? I didn't know about those. Oh yeah, really good with her hands. A while back, I had her make a ring for my sister. Not with jewelry crafting gets you nowhere with Renins, though.
Thanks.
Sounds like she's got some real talent, though. Thanks for the info. Yeah, a little bit of an unexpected shock. Never saw any of the trailers
Still don't know
beforehand or
where she
anything.
went. I think we've gotten the picture.
Yeah. Her astral energy is weak, so she's been ostracized by the Renins.
So when the Danon girl acted like she could use astral arts, it set her off.
Wait, Alphen, I have an idea. The Renin girl is good with jewelry, right? So maybe if we give her some materials to make necklaces with, it would help them become friends.
Worth a shot. After all, most people are happy when others show interest in what they like.
Besides, I don't want her to feel trapped, just because Renin values say someone's aptitude with astral energy determines their worth. I want her to know that she can focus on what she enjoys and be herself.
We should relay that message and give her some supplies for her art.
Then that settles it. First, let's gather supplies. Now that I think about it, a book I once read had some information about materials used in Danon necklaces, so I know where we can start.
Once we've got everything, let's take them to the Danon girl and fill her in on our plan.
It isn't easy being different. That's something
Fire
Nazamil
5
and I
with
know
String
all
Fang.
too well.
I don't know
which
if
is
I have
all the
that
more
yet.
reason to do everything we can to help that girl.
I can relate too, but I'll let Rinwell take the lead on this one.
I agree. This seems important to her.
And yeah, for me playing Xenoblade 2, I had seen the trailers beforehand. I had just recently played Xenoblade Chronicles 3D and then Xenoblade Chronicles X. So I was like, oh wow, the next big Xenoblade Chronicles game, I'm definitely gonna pick it up. But then I saw the first trailer, and I saw that they went full in on the anime art style and full in on a very sexualized kind of style for a lot of their characters. And I was very put off by it. I was like, wow, if I was not familiar with this series, there's not any chance that I would pick up this game. But it's Xenoblade, I'm sure it'll still be pretty good. Let's give it a shot and see if I like it. And I played it, and it's like, wow, that was an amazing video game. Holy crap. But yeah, I was very, very put off, and seeing the initial trailers, I would not have bought that game if I didn't know what it was before that point. And hello, Enter Noise Gaming. How's it going today? Redeeming absolutely nothing. Only the best point redemption ever. I guess I should try to find Diez now. Well, I should probably do. But I can't. Oh, I can fast travel to it this whole time. I continue because the humor is pretty good. Yeah. Sometimes there's a couple instances where I'm just like, ugh, really? But a lot of it is definitely really good. But yeah, I remember being very thrown off by Xenoblade Chronicles 2 at first as well. I remember sometimes while I was playing it, sometimes my mom would watch little bits of me playing. She had a nickname for Pyra. She called Pyra Boobs. That was the name. Humor in the game compared to Xenoblade 1 and 3, 2 is still your favorite of the group. Oh yeah, 2 absolutely fully embraces the over-the-top zany, what the hell is going on here kind of stuff. You know, like what was it? I think it was, yeah, what a name. I remember what it was. I think someone had commented on one of my videos for, the Scarlet and Violet DLC Indigo Disc, saying like, oh, the ultimate thingamabob, it's literally just a turtle, or something like that. So I went to look up the part of my Xenoblade Chronicles 2 playthrough where Turtles is revealed, and Zika's like, beloved mascot, Turtles, reveal yourself. Turtles, where are you, boy? And he calls out, and Ira picks up the turtle, and then Zeke's like, Turtles, and he runs over with like the sound effect of the crab walking, like kind of a Mr. Krabs running sound effect. As he goes over, he's like, handling a man's turtle, and then he runs back. Like, humor like that, it's so good. But I remember I responded to that comment with a timestamp to that cutscene with Turtles after someone had commented on one of my videos about the final most powerful Pokemon being a turtle. And I gave them the timestamp of the Turtles scene from Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I don't think they ever responded to me from there, but it cracked me up to send that. So, yeah, there was that. I think that's probably one of my favorite scenes in the whole game. It's so good. Let's go to Nies now. I love that scene.
No one's doing anything. They're all just standing there.
I
Menacingly!
don't understand. Nazamiel didn't order her puppets to attack?
Or maybe it just hasn't started yet.
I'm sorry.
Huh?
It wasn't supposed to be like this. I'm sorry.
Wait, what?
I'm sorry. I thought it would make you happy. I'm sorry.
What is going on?
Hey, there's Bayfon.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Are they all being manipulated by the masks? The suppressors?
Nazamiel?
Huh?
Wait. If Bayfon is like this, then do you think the inn is okay?
Let's go see.
That one girl have
What is going on? with
Nazamiel's
these people?
scarf, it looked
I'm
like?
glad they're not attacking us. Why do they keep apologizing?
Well, here's Bayfon. So now all of them just reflect her emotions, I guess. Hey, that would make you happy. All they're saying
Even
now.
the Renans are all wearing masks.
They couldn't fight back with their astral arts?
It is not easy to attack one's compatriots, even if they're no longer acting under their own will.
This is not a great situation, is it? So I think that we are gonna have to stop masked Nazamiel here. What's kind of looking like. This loading screen is reminding me about Volron. Is Volron gonna be important? Well, it's that one quest where we went to go learn a little bit more about Nazamiel. That one person was questioning if he was even, what was his name's daughter, because of all the secrecy and stuff behind her. So, part of me is starting to lean towards her actually being Volron's daughter. Because the game did drop that one hint about, is she really his daughter? I don't know. Maybe it's just to talk about how secreted away she was and what a sheltered life she had. I don't know. I feel like maybe it was a little bit of a clue, and we keep on hearing about these parallels to Volron, and he was kind of a really important figure in the game. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling here. And maybe that's why she's a sovereign as well, because that's what Volron was too. So maybe he kind of passed that on to his kiddo. I'm kind of leaning towards that. Game's trailer really emphasizes Volron a lot in it, like in the DLC trailer. I don't remember seeing it at this point. But I'm feeling like there's something going on with Volron here.
They've gotten in. We're done for.
No, look, we're not wearing those masks.
Oh, thank goodness. I thought for sure.
I'm relieved to see some people are still safe. Can you tell us anything about what happened here?
Those masked weirdos out front went berserk all of a sudden and tried to force their way in here.
Why, we could just get in super easy then.
Ifan said he would lure them away and left us.
So you've been hiding here. Renins and Danins, all hunkered down together.
They didn't hesitate to let me in when I feared for my life.
This lady saved me with her astral arts. I never thought I'd see everyone working together like this.
Imagine you've been hunkered down with someone during the apocalypse, only to
Right.
call her this lady.
Nazamiel said she'd already sent out orders before we got to her.
Okay, but if that's what initiated the attack, then why have they stopped and gone docile now? And when they talked,
It was Nazamiel's consciousness. You said so yourself, didn't you, Alphen?
That does fit with what Nazamiel was saying before. How she was changing people's minds to make them the same as her.
And now, she's wearing a mask, and must be in the same state as the people outside. Assuming the reigning visage has the same effects on the wearer as the suppressors, what would happen if she were to interface with the Keystone?
The purpose of connecting to the Keystone was to send orders. But if Nazamiel is also under the control of a suppressor, maybe everyone outside has gone quiet because they've become the same as Nazamiel is right now.
But if that's the case, then what was up with all that stuff they said?
I suppose they must have been Nazamiel's true feelings. I don't know how it all works, but that has to be it.
all of those masked people we saw kept apologizing to us. If those were actually Nazamiel's thoughts, then...
We have to help her. We have to find a way to show her that we aren't mad at her.
But if we want to get to the Keystone, we have to find a teleporter. Oh!
A Dawn Lake!
That's right. There's a teleporter there.
Has
We have
the
the
game shown
coordinates we
shots
need.
in that art
Let's
style
go
before?
Wait. If we're right about what's going on, then it may mean that we'll have to face Nazamiel. Before we finally head out, we'll need to make sure we're all prepared for that possibility.
She's right. We can't afford to fail.
Is it
We should
final
rest up
boss?
and
Should
tend
I
to our
just
gear.
Right.
see it
Call
through
it a day.
tonight?
Those people
Maybe?
outside will just have to hold on for a little longer.
Yeah, that's what it's kind of seeming like. Alright, let's see
There's
here.
something I can't figure out. Assuming that the Keystone is putting the people in those masks in the same state of mind as Nazamiel right now, how did Nazamiel become like that?
It was because she put on the mask, right?
Yes. However, when Cal Basel first showed up in Niez, Nazamiel was wearing the mask.
But then when we saw her after that, she wasn't wearing it anymore. Could that mean she wasn't being controlled by it at first?
Perhaps the mind control function is something that can be shut off. At least with Nazamiel's mask. The reigning visage.
That would mean Nazamiel went to the trouble of turning that function on before putting on the mask again.
I don't get it. If we were simply in the way, there was no need for her to do that after we defeated her.
We couldn't have been in the way. She said she's doing all of this for us, didn't she?
She also said we're her friends.
That may be so, but Nazamiel still attacked us when we tried to stop her.
It seemed like she wasn't listening to what we were saying. It was like we were talking past each other.
We're still overlooking something. Whatever it was that drove Nazamiel to the point of fighting us. Even before she gave up and erased herself. If we want to help her, we need to find out what that is before we see her again.
Need to learn more about her? How reassuring to have you guys here. Can't do much for you, but would you like to stay the night? Sure. So we're definitely getting there, it seems like.
I think we're ready. Let's all rest up today. Then tomorrow, we'll head out to confront Nazamiel.
I wonder.
First I thought he was
she's
saying,
doing
let's rest
right
up
now.
today. Then tomorrow. Then the day after.
She's still under the mask's control. It is possible that she can't see or feel anything.
Even so, her heart is crying out. And I think it's my fault that it is.
Your fault? How do you figure?
I've been thinking about it non-stop. When we had to fight Nazamiel, where did I go wrong? Nazamiel tried to take over people's minds, to control them. That is wrong. There's no excuse for it. But in the end, ultimately, she did it for us.
Yeah, she did say that.
She had no place where she belonged. To her, it must have seemed like the rest of the world didn't even exist. So when she joined us, it was like we became her entire world.
We were her first friends. So, when we rejected her too...
It meant Nazamiel lost her whole world. That's why she was so devastated that she tried to erase her own mind.
From the beginning, all she wanted was to earn our approval. And I flat out rejected her. Because I didn't understand. I was so focused on rebuking her actions that I couldn't empathize with her.
Let's show her we're sorry. Then we can hold hands with her, like we did before.
I'm sure the charm will help us reconnect.
Shouldn't you get some sleep?
In theory, yes. But I knew you were off by yourself somewhere, lost in thought.
Can't hide anything from you, can I? I'm sorry. No, I guess I should say thank you.
Thanks for what, exactly?
For letting me drag you into this life of non-stop travel. For staying with me for all this time. For everything. I've been called a hero, a destroyer, and things even worse than that. But you stayed with me, Shion.
Even right now, As you're thanking me, Nazamiel is all you can think about, right?
I'm sorry.
It's not your fault. That's just who you are, Alphen. But the truth of the matter is, that's why I'm here. If you weren't such a caring person, that wouldn't be the case.
Shion.
And besides, you're not the only one who's worried about Nazamiel. I couldn't sleep either. When I look at her, I see myself. Saddled with a fate she never wanted. Treated like an outsider by everybody. Alone. You know that pain. Really, I think that we all do. Every one of us has scars like Nazamiel's. You're the one who saved me, Alphen. And along the way, I think we've all managed to save each other. That's why I want to help Nazamiel however I possibly can. I want her to feel like she's not alone anymore.
Yeah. Listen. There's something that I've been wanting to tell you. I think I'm ready to say it. Now that I'm prepared to move forward. Shion, would...
Now's not the time.
What?
Not while we still have more important things to do.
Oh, yeah. You're right.
Try not to look so worried. I'm not going anywhere, okay? Is that all right?
You're always 5 steps ahead of me.